After a quick paint job, I thought this sword would be the perfect canvas to showcase some easy rust effects, and while the model already had some dents and such, I wanted to add a bit more texture to it. For it, I'll use a pinch of sifted dirt from the garden. The dirt will be mixed with PVA glue and you'll be able to see exactly which kind of consistency I went for. After doing a quick test on the side, I decided to add a bit more dirt to the mix. While the amount I'm mixing is quite small, I'll end up using even less. As you'll see, I'm tapping this old brush mostly on the middle, trying to get away from the edge, where I imagine less rust will build up due to its greater use. Just a bit here and there will do the trick. Using an old brush for this works in our favor due to its split strands. After letting it dry, the metallic base coat can be reapplied before moving on. The effect is not too exaggerated, yet you can still see it's there. To build up the rust effect, I'll use a 3-color combination of acrylic paints. No need to go get any special effects paints or such. 1 drop of paint to 2 drops of water will be the ratio I'll use for all of them. Since we are kinda washing, remember that paint will flow downwards. And since I want an even effect, I'll tilt the model sideways for the application. Two coats of diluted reddish brown are applied to begin establishing that overall rusty look. Always wait for the paint to fully dry before moving on to the next coat. Same dilution for the orange brown, but this time the application will be first in the center of the sword, aiming to leave the blade of the sword untouched. The second coat will be focused on the patches of texture I created, as well as the dents already on the sword. To finish up the washing stage, I'll swap to a smaller brush for the ochre brown. This final wash will be exclusive to the bigger dents and the bigger patches of texture. Due to its dilution, 3 coats were necessary in order to build up the color to my liking. While rusted, this sword still sees its use, so to bring back the sharpness, I'll remove the excess metallic paint from my brush and by placing it sideways, I'll go along the edge to bring back the shine. On the front, I'll do the same but skipping some patches of rust and generally using a tapping motion. And very selectively, I'll stipple a bit of paint over the center. While it is pretty common to build up rust on recesses, this texture trick using dirt is a great tool to add corrosion to flatter surfaces. I really hope you found this video useful and I'll see you again next week.